I am back with another analysis on DXY. As our final conclusion, I'm expecting a sharp downtrend on our hourly chart, a little bit of an uptrend on daily, and a little bit of downtrend on the weekly chart. This was our conclusion. Let's jump into the chart to have a better understanding of this conclusion. As you can see, we had an impulsive wave to this top of this index, and after that we had a corrective structure to the 50% of the previous impulsive wave to this support zone, and after that it just returned and bounced as the uptrend to this resistance level, this weekly resistance level. Let's take a closer look to this downtrend as this corrective structure to this 15% on a daily chart. We can see that it started with a leading diagonal as the first wave, continued with a sharp third wave, and a very long fifth wave after a little bit of a correction, which created this strong divergence on a daily. And when it actually reached out a strong weekly, as we saw, the price reversed to the 38%, which is not a huge amount of correction, but it can be a completed corrective structure. But to have a better understanding, let's jump into the hourly chart. Let's zoom out a little bit. This corrective structure, we can see that it has a valid ABC corrective form, which was a very sharp A wave, followed by a side wave corrective structure, some sort of a flat, which we can see an ABC, a minute wave, and the C wave was some sort of an ending diagonal, which we are seeing a 5-wave structure, but shrinked a little bit because actually the fourth wave just came down to the destination of the first wave. Anyhow, it is all saying that this corrective extraction is done. We're completely seeing a shape of that. What happened after this corrective structure? If we zoom in a little bit, what we are seeing an obvious five-wave impulsive wave, which is now it seems to be ending with a falling wedge. We can see that this 5-wave structure has been passed the 78% of the previous wave, which is another confirmation that it is not a corrective structure of its previous, even if it is not reached to the first the source of the first point of this corrective structure, but it's an indication that it is not a corrective structure, since I was expecting this breakout, as we can see after this 5-wave impulsive structure has been made. It has actually we have a breakout to the top of this structure, which I was expecting that it happened just sooner in here after since I was expecting this to be an ABC followed by another impulsive wave. However, since this breakout happened just a little bit later after creating this 5-wave impulsive structure, passing to more than 80, almost 80%. So it is saying that okay, this is much more powerful to downtrend. So as we are seeing this breakout to the top, I'm expecting some sort of a retest to the 78% Fibonacci retracement tool, as well as the previous support zone. As you can see, the destination of the fifth day, the third wave, as well as some other points that created these. It might be our possible support zone. However, after this corrective structure, this is my expectation on the hourly chart, but on the daily, I'm seeing after this retest, it is going to form some sort of an AB, and I'm expecting C to the 38% of this huge impulsive downtrend. We should go back to the daily. We can see that we might guess that this actually uptrend might be continued just a little bit slow, because I'm expecting, as you see, a little bit of downtrend as a retest or corrective structure of this first wave, but the uptrend might be continued to the 38% of this whole impulsive bearish wave. As the weekly, however, if I jump into the weekly, coming back to our first initial view, I'm expecting that after that corrective structure, when it's done, maybe a 1 or 2 green candle, I'm expecting again a slow downtrend to the bottom of this support zone, since it is a very powerful support zone, also sitting on almost 50%. And then from that point, we might see, well, after finding out what kind of actions price is going to have, we might see it an uptrend or downtrend in a very long term. But this is not what we are really, it's important for us at the moment because it is going to be a very long. So coming back to our conclusion, as you know, have a better understanding now, my personal expectation is a downtrend, a direct downtrend as a corrective structure on the hourly. So a little bit of an uptrend for the daily corrective structure, which create an ABC form after the downtrend impulsive wave. But on the weekly, again, a little bit of a slow downtrend, just coming back to that support zone. Then we will need to wait to see what is going on. That was our analysis. Thanks for watching me. But until next analysis, take care and have a nice day.